One of Kern County's youngest hotshot firefighters injured battling a recent blaze over the grapevine yesterday, released from Kern Medical tonight after he was seriously injured on the scene there. 23 ABC's Amanda Mason spoke to his mother about her son's terrifying fall and support that now followed from his department. Amanda?
Well, 19-year-old Ethan Sanders was released from the hospital today, and when I spoke to Sanders, he was awake and alert after a terrifying incident that almost took his life while he was battling a fire over the grapevine.
Ethan Sanders, one of the youngest hotshot firefighters in Kern County at 19 years old, was battling the water fire with his Rio Bravo Hotshots Crew 7 when his mother says a rock came out of nowhere.
A rock was coming down, hit Ethan and took him down 30 feet down the mountain and knocked him unconscious. Ethan thought he was waking up to go to work.
It was a mother's worst nightmare. 6
fractured ribs, a little bit of blood on the lungs, but he's alive. He's sore and he's just gonna work through it and push through it.
Ethan also received 7 staples in his head.
He doesn't want the recognition. I'm trying to explain to him that not everybody makes it out alive, son.
Misty says they couldn't have done it without all the firefighters. Chief Brian Gaddis was one of the safety officers at the water fire who helped save Ethan's life.
As soon as this whole thing unfolded, I would say that by the time we loaded him up and into the aircraft, he was in the hospital within about 10 minutes.
As a safety officer, Gaddis says his job is to make sure the firefighters are safe and to minimize the risks.
If we do have a firefighter that is injured or something happens, it is our job to make sure that we get involved and extricate that firefighter from the problem, getting him out of the situation as quick as we can. And then once we get him out of that situation, it is our responsibility to become a support figure for that firefighter.
More than 80 firefighters, some from Los Angeles, visited Sanders in the hospital when they heard the news.
I never knew the brother love that the firefighters have.
His mom says Sanders heard the call to be a firefighter early on in his life. Even as he was presented a full-ride scholarship for soccer, he chose to pursue his dreams to battle fires.
This isn't going to stop him.
Ethan wasn't quite up to speaking on camera just yet in his recovery, but he said that he wanted to say thanks to all of his brothers and sisters in the department and says that this incident has him reminded that he's a part of a bigger fighter-fighting family. In studio, Amanda Mason, 23 ABC.